Welcome to Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The talk of the Keys. It is a busy Tuesday morning, 21st of July, and another warm one. Just a slight chance of showers. We'll get to your forecast here in just a bit. Also, some news being brought your way. We heard the headlines a little while ago. We'll get into that a little later in the hour. But we're going to say good morning to Eric Koch. All right. He is with Moondog Cafe. And Eric, you are the general manager. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Hi. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning. So if people are not aware, it is Moondog Cafe and Bakery has received recently a very big distinction. It was announced by Visit Florida Keys and Key West as the statewide guide for Florida, known as Michelin's Guides 2026 Florida Restaurant Selection. And Moondog Cafe and Bakery were one of two establishments in Key West to be distinguished. Congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, so Moondog has earned a Bib Gourmand, which is Michelin Guide's destination for restaurants that offer exceptional food at a great value, making it the first restaurant in Key West and Florida Keys history to receive this distinction. And of course, Moondog is located on Whitehead Street. It's been there for how long?
I think we're coming up on 8 years.
Okay.
In 2018, it opened up.
Yeah, well, the announcement was recently made Thursday, May 28th. A very big announcement. Again, this is a very big distinction as well. The Michelin Guide has been known for, well, centuries almost as the go-to guide for distinguishing restaurants throughout the world, really. And again, what does this award really mean for Moondog Cafe and Bakery?
Well, I mean, I think it's great for us, but I think it's also amazing for the Keys. And I mean, when Michelin first reached out to us, I mean, we had no idea that it was this level of distinction. I thought they were just trying to get some exposure to the Keys since they've never been down here before. So we welcomed them to come in and do a little interview and shoot a video, and then it turned into this. And I mean, we learned of the award just like everybody else. I mean, we had no knowledge of it prior, so it was exciting to hear about it and bring some recognition to the Keys and our team's hard work.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Eric, there is a lot of hard work that went behind this. Now, you've been in the restaurant business for what, about 20 years? Is that right?
Oh yeah, I think I just eclipsed my 20-year mark in the restaurant industry. Yep.
That is phenomenal. And now it must be somewhat of a pinnacle to have this kind of distinction being made for Moondog Cafe and Bakery, where you oversee as general manager. What is it that made Moondog stand out, do you think, to the inspectors from Michelin?
Yeah, I'm not exactly too sure. I mean, I've been saying for years at the restaurant that I do think there's some incredible food in Key West, and I think there's some better food than what we offer. But for the price point, I think we have the best value on the island, and that award just kind of really solidified my view, and I stick to that. But I mean, we're just consistent. I mean, the team works hard, and we use fresh quality ingredients, and just try to make good food every day.
Yeah, indeed. And it's my understanding that the distinction that Moondog Cafe and Bakery earned, the Bib Gourmand, is Michelin's designation for restaurants that offer exceptional food at a great value. So you have a varied menu that locals and visitors alike have come to know and love. A number of different offerings that are distinctive as well. But really, what it made Moondog stand out with the Bib Gourmand is the price point as well, offering a great value in your offerings.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's a little behind the scenes business aspect, but I mean, we try to work hard with our vendors to keep pricing reasonable and pass that on to the guest. And people come back more and more times on their visit. I mean, we see people multiple times on vacation. And of course, we've got a great local following.
Yeah. And of course, your proximity to the Ernest Hemingway Home and Museum, that certainly helps. People can take their food and stroll the grounds of the Hemingway home, or just enjoy the atmosphere, which is always very comfortable and very welcoming. And your staff, really, from the kitchen to the servers to the distinguished dishwashers, they all seem to come together to make this an award-winning establishment.
Yeah, it's a full team effort. I mean, I think historically restaurants, especially in the Keys, have really high turnover. But we've had a team that's really stuck around for many years, and I think that really adds. You get that continuity, and everybody working together gives you good results.
Yeah, Eric Koch. He is with Moondog Cafe, and we're talking about the distinction now in the Michelin distinction with the Bib Gourmand distinction of restaurants being bestowed upon Moondog Cafe and Bakery. 7 days a week offering. What are the hours in Moondog for those who don't know?
Yeah, we open 7:30 a.m. and we close at 10 p.m. every day.
Okay. Have you seen an increase in interest in the restaurant since the Michelin distinction bestowed upon the restaurant?
I'd like to believe so. I
Mhm.
mean, we've had a lot going on in South Florida with the World Cup, and I mean, fortunately for us and Moondog, we continue to kind of grow every year. So, I mean, I think the moment it was announced, somebody said they heard about it on the cruise ship. So I'm sure I'm sure it's getting around there, and I'm sure it's bringing in some people.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, again, you're one of two establishments in the Florida Keys now having the Michelin distinction, which really gets worldwide acclaim for Moondog. And also, congratulations to Blue Heaven, the other establishment in the Keys who got the very first Michelin award. Now that it's rolled out to the entire state of Florida. And it really is expected to put Key West on the map even further, which Key West is already known for having all kinds of offerings and all kinds of opportunities for people, but now it's going to be kind of in the culinary spotlight as well. And that's exciting for Visit Florida Keys and Key West. They're working very hard to make sure that Key West and the Florida Keys remain foremost on the worldwide stage for travel. So I'm sure this is going to actually elevate it even more. Key West is known for cuisine somewhat, but you gotta imagine this is going to help even more.
Yeah, I think this will help immensely, and I think it'll. We have some really great restaurants already down here, and I think this, I guess, highlight will help really push and motivate some of the other restaurants to really, step up and just create a really great competitive environment for culinary, which everybody will benefit from.
Yeah, and Eric Koch, Coach rather, he's with Moondog Cafe, general manager with us on Good Morning Keys. And there is an amount of camaraderie amongst the restaurants and the restaurateurs throughout Key West. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're all in it together, and I mean, I'm a guest just like everybody else. I love going out to eat and enjoy the experience, and I would assume the same for everybody else.
All right. Well, again, the Bib Gourmand distinction, recognizing restaurants worldwide that deliver exceptional food at great value, that being bestowed upon Moondog Cafe and Bakery in Key West. It is quite a distinction. This recognition marks the first for Florida Keys and places in Key West among the elite collection of culinary distinctions celebrated by the world's most respected restaurant guide. So that means that the inspectors from the coveted Michelin publication did visit your establishment then. I'm sure that you did not have any idea that you were being watched.
Yeah, I had no idea. I guess they snuck in there at some point and enjoyed what they had. So we
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And let me ask you specifically about Moondog. Are there any dishes that are completely distinctive to Moondog that people continue to come back for?
I don't. Uh, Maybe not necessarily distinctive, but I mean, it's quite an array of a menu. I mean, we have some great breakfast and brunch offerings. The Elvis French toast is something that's sweet that really gets a lot of love and attention. It's a cream cheese kind of filling and peanut butter and
Mm.
banana bread. I mean, it's a great combination. We got some great Benedicts. I mean, we just make a lot of stuff in house, so you can just taste it on the plate. It's great.
Yeah, you can. And the reason I ask that is it seems like every time that myself and my family have been there, there's just something that's unique on the menu that your culinary staff does roll out that you can't really find anywhere else. And it gives that additional flair that probably swayed the Michelin inspectors when they visited Moondog to give that distinction. Again, we're speaking with Eric Koch, Moondog Cafe general manager. We want to congratulate Moondog Cafe and Bakery receiving the Bib Gourmand Michelin distinction, recognizing restaurants that deliver exceptional food at a great value. Also, a big congratulations to Visit Florida Keys and Key West, Kara Franker and her staff, working very hard to make sure that the Florida Keys and Key West remain at the forefront worldwide of visitors' attention and top of mind. And this Michelin distinction is going to help even more bring some foodies here to the island. So looking forward to that. So Eric, I know you've probably got a lot of things to get to there at the restaurant. Is there anything else that we should be mentioning though at this time?
No, I don't think there's anything to add necessarily, but I mean, big thanks to Visit Florida Keys, some really nice recognition for Blue Heaven. I mean, we're just excited to be a part of this and to see what it turns into.
Yeah, indeed. Well, congratulations to everybody, Moondog Cafe and Bakery, to the owners there, to you and the staff as well. Moondog Cafe owners, Jamil Kuchi. You're going to have to help me with that. Dominique Faulkner, I can say that. I hope I got Jamil's name proper.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, perfect. And 20 years ago, when you started in the restaurant business, you probably were not told that you'd have to do media interviews, but that comes with fame. But congratulations to you so very much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
All right. We'll see you soon. Eric, Koch with us, Moondog Cafe, General Manager. Congratulations to them and to Blue Heaven, two distinguished restaurants in Key West with many more to come being listed in the Michelin Guide. The Michelin Guide, by the way, is the go-to. It is really the publication of distinction since, I think it's been a number of centuries. I came out of France years ago. I'm going to brush up on my history, but it's been around for quite some time. And now the Florida Keys are in the spotlight as part of the Michelin Guide to Restaurants. This is Keys Talk, 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. We return with more Good Morning Keys in a moment.
Are you frustrated by weight gain even though you constantly diet? Do you have low energy or always feel tired? It could be hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalances, especially as we age, can be the cause of depression, weight gain, mood swings, decreased libido, and many other chronic conditions. At Keys Med Spa, we have helped thousands of women and men regain their hormonal balance with BioT, bioidentical hormone optimization therapy, and the results are life-changing. Keys Med Spa BioT hormone therapy is safe, effective, painless, and affordable. And the big difference at Keys Med Spa, this is all overseen by renowned Dr. Peterson, who has had a medical practice in the Keys for over 27 years. Cool sculpting, Botox, skin treatments, BioT hormone therapy, and more. Dr. Peterson and his team are here to help you maintain your youthful glow and vitality. To see if BioT hormone therapy is right for you, call Keys Med Spa today at 305-587-9183.
If you're on vacation to relax and have fun, we have an app for that. The Greenhouse carries products that can help you reconnect with your inner child, dance with confidence, reduce stress, and we have others that'll help you relax with a good night's sleep.
Whether you're a cannabis connoisseur or just canna curious, our team of highly trained bud tenders are here to help you reach all your vacation goals.
Just dance your way into one of our many locations and share your goals with one of our highly trained bud tenders. All product recommendations come with a money-back guarantee, no medical card needed. You just have to be 21 or older.
I tried the Greenhouse Guarantee, 100% satisfaction or your money back, and I'm still smiling.
The Greenhouse. We spell it with 3 E's so that you can't say it without smiling. If smiling is your goal today, then type the word green with 3 E's into your browser and find the Greenhouse that's closest to you.
Stop on by and stay high.
We're up and down the Florida Keys and other parts of South Florida.
Hey Key West, Danny Hughes here from Two Friends. Really from Two Friends. So Maura and I were sitting at breakfast in the bar listening to live music at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. She's about to enjoy some huevos rancheros and me shrimp and grits with fried oysters. Heart healthy. And Maura says, Dorothy, we're not in Kansas anymore. It was perfect because we didn't move here because Key West is like a lot of other places. We moved here because it isn't like any other place on earth. So meet your friends or make your friends at Two Friends, 512 Front Street in Old Town Key West or twofriends.com.
The voice of Monroe County, yours. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The talk of the Keys Tuesday morning, the 21st. We're going to say good morning to Nikki, the nurse practitioner with the Key West Surgical Group Incorporated and Med Spa. Good morning to you, Nikki.
Good morning, Michael. How are you?
I am doing okay. Thank you. Fighting a few technical issues here as we work through it. So you're going to kind of need to take the lead if you don't mind. This is Medical Matters. It is brought to you by the Key West Surgical Group Incorporated Med Spa, 3134 Northside Drive in Key West. Exceptional healthcare close to home. So let's talk about Botox. Is that right?
That is correct. So today's segment is Beyond Botox, Understanding Neuromodulators. That is their scientific name, their resistance, and choosing the right treatment. I get asked about these different types of neuromodulators every day. Botox is a brand, so that is the one everybody, it's kind of like a household name if you're into the tox world. So every single day, there's usually which one is better. So there's Botox, there's Dysport, Xeomin, Jeuveau, and now Daxxify. So if you're wondering which one lasts longer, works faster, then tune in. This actually is very long. It might actually turn into a 3-part series. Because once I go down the rabbit hole with the science, I don't know. I just kept finding more information. So
yes, all right.
We're gonna start today. What exactly is Botox? So basic. Many people, like I said, use the word Botox to describe everything. Although there is more than one type of neuromodulator. Botox is like a household name, like a Kleenex or a Band-Aid. However, I don't want to say the other brands are generic. They all use the same botulinum toxin A, but they just have different brand names that are associated with them. So right now, and I did leave one out, but we can do that another day. 5 FDA approved products currently that are used cosmetically in the US are Botox, Dysport, Xeomin, Jeuveau, and Daxxify. Each one has unique characteristics, but they all basically work the same. They temporarily relax specific muscles that create those expression lines, those unwanted wrinkles in our face.
Okay. Again, it is Medical Matters brought to you by the Key West Surgical Group Incorporated Med Spa, 3134 Northside Drive in Key West with Nikki, the nurse practitioner, talking about Botox, the ABCDE knowledge chalkboard, whatever, of Botox. Is that one way to put it?
We can, sure. We're going to talk about how they work.
Okay.
People get a little bit curious. How can such a tiny amount of medication make my wrinkles disappear? Every time my iPad is going crazy. Every time you smile, frown, squint, or raise your eyebrows, your brain sends an electrical signal down to the nerve to tell the muscle to contract. At the end of the nerve is a chemical messenger called acetylcholine. This is where we're going to get into science. I may lose some people, and some people might be like, oh, this is interesting. So think of the acetylcholine as a text message from your brain telling your muscle to contract. As we get older, we don't want them to contract because that's what, creates all those deep lines and wrinkles in our face. Those repetitive movements, they kind of start to stay, even when you don't mean to express yourself. So they become permanent wrinkles. So a neuromodulator temporarily interrupts that signal, that message. So think of a light switch. Your brain is the person flipping the switch. The electrical wire is the nerve, the bulb is the muscle. Normally when you flip the switch, the electricity travels through the wire and the light turns on. A neuromodulator temporarily disconnects that wire. The light bulb is broken, the switch still works, but the message can't get through. So without the signal, the muscle relaxes, hence taking away or softening those lines and wrinkles, or those frown lines, they soften. Crow's feet becomes less noticeable. So forehead lines become less pronounced.
Okay.
So it's working its magic.
That wasn't so scientific after all. Pretty good analogy there. So I do see here, what about microscopic level where inside this does get a little bit more scientific. Every nerve ending are tiny proteins called snare proteins on the inside of those. They are like tiny docking stations. Wow, we are getting into the weeds here.
Yeah, I know this gets a little complicated, but just think of the snare proteins, the little packets filled with acetylcholine that move through the surface. of the nerve and release the message. So botulinum toxin temporarily blocks the docking station. So without them, acetylcholine can't be released. No acetylcholine means the muscle never receives the signal. I just want to emphasize the reason why I brought this up is, and people worry about nerve damage. The muscle isn't damaged and neither is the nerve. It's just basically the medication is simply interrupting the communication between them for a period of time. And these effects are temporary, nothing is permanent.
Yeah.
Leading into
Yeah.
why doesn't it?
Why doesn't it last? Okay.
So some people wish that, you can inject the Botox or the botulinum toxin and then your face can be frozen in time forever.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Just because the body uses up the medication, that's actually what's going on. Wait a minute, did I lose myself? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Well, one communication pathway has been blocked. Mine came up here. The nerve begins
Okay.
repairing itself, and then it grows new tiny nerve endings. Regeneration. That's what's going on here. But once the communication is restored, muscle movement returns, and then the wrinkles slowly begin to reappear. So it basically rejuvenates.
That is correct. That is correct. So yeah, the medication suddenly does not suddenly disappear overnight. It's just your nervous system has literally rebuilt a new pathway.
Okay. So we've got FDA approved neuromodulators. What are those?
So that's what when people come in, they'll say, what is the best one? I like Botox. I feel like Botox doesn't work anymore. I like Dysport. So understanding that every single neuromodulator that you try again contains that botulinum toxin type A, but they're each manufactured a little differently. Think about buying coffee. It's all coffee, but different brands roast their own beans differently, package them differently, and each one has its own profile.
Okay. Now, and again, we are speaking medical matters with Nikki, nurse practitioner from Key West Surgical Group Incorporated in Med Spa, 3134 Northside Drive in Key West. Dr. Rhoda Smith providing that exceptional health care for these many years. So, what is this then? The active ingredient does the same basic job, but there are differences, like we have the differences in coffee, etc. So 20 units of Botox, not the same 20 units of Dysport or
Daxify. So that's a lot of right.
Mm-hmm.
So people will come in and they'll be like, I get 20 units of Botox here, I get 10 units of Botox here, I get 50 units of Botox total. However, if you're going with a different brand such as Dysport or Daxify, they don't interchange. It's just that they have their own dosing system. So based on the clinical trials that they did. So that's why we don't compare units across the brands. So if you say to me, I get 20 units of Botox, and now you're going to get Dysport, their doses are different. So units are different. They don't convert the same. Doesn't mean you're not going to get the same result. Just means the science is a little different, and you got to decide how many units of Dysport you're going to get as compared to Botox.
Yeah, so we do have differences between the different brands, et cetera, and some of those claims you'll find in marketing, social media, et cetera. All 5 of these FDA-approved neuromodulators are effective. They relax targeted muscles, excellent safety records when used appropriately, but there are some differences. So maybe we can start with some of those differences and then continue that discussion next week.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. So let me see. Yeah, boy, there are a lot of differences between the two, and that's why, between the 5, rather, that's why it's important. You really need a medical knowledge to administer these and understand what each of these does and the differences between them.
Well, the reason why I kind of talk about this, I decided to talk about this today and it got so lengthy, is I realized when I talk to patients about the different toxins, they really aren't educated on why they're different and how they work differently. So we'll get into why people think they have a resistance, or the other thing is, and I really didn't mention it, and maybe I will next week or the week after, is people like to talk shop because of the cost. But when you do that and you jump from provider to provider, it's like you need to reintroduce yourself to that provider. They don't understand your muscles or your face or your anatomy. It's like going on a first date. You don't really, how much do you really know about the person? How much does that injector really know about your skin or your reaction to the tox? So,
Okay, got it. Well, and there are differences. There's protein differences between them. And then there's questions about can you be resistant to one or all or et cetera. But those are all conversations we can get a little more deeper into next week as we continue our discussion about Botox and how the differences between the neuromodulators that are 5 of those FDA approved now currently. This is Keys Talk 96.9 1025, the talk of the Keys, medical matters with Nikki, the nurse practitioner from the Key West Surgical Group Incorporated in Med Spa. So let's the Botox then, that is one of the treatment modalities that is available at Key West Surgical Group Incorporated in Med Spa.
that is correct.
Yeah.
I would be the one injecting, and I would be more than happy to discuss all the different types we have. We have several on hand right now. I have Jeuveau and probably will have Xeomin. But I could, depending on popularity of what people want. Again, cost comes into it. So trying to provide options for people in the community who have different price points. That's one reason why,
Yeah.
You may choose one brand over the other.
Well, and it also gets into the fact that you have a individualized care plan that really speaks to and addresses the individual needs of each patient, and whether it's Botox or 3 of the different distinctive and very advanced laser technologies, the micro needling, ZERF, all of these options are available and can be combined to come up with the best regimen and plan for aesthetics for your individual patient.
That is correct. We have 3 lasers. We have our new device, ZERF, like you mentioned, which is radio frequency without the needles. We can do regular microneedling. We have a wide variety of different peptide serums, and we can microneedle your PRP. Oh, there's a topic. But yeah, we have an array of services.
Indeed. And it starts with that free consultation. Call 305-294-1041. Key West Surgical Group Incorporated in Med Spa, keywestsurgicalgroup.com online. Conveniently located close to home, 3134 Northside Drive in Key West. Free consultation awaits you, so you will have a much better understanding as to what your options are and what can be done for your aesthetic care. So, Nikki, thank you so much for being here this morning and all of the detailed information. We will continue discussion about this very topic this time next week.
Yes, great.
Thank you.
Can't wait. You're welcome.
Yeah, me too. You have a great day, Nikki. Thank you so much.
You too.
Okay.
Bye, Michael.
It is Nikki, the nurse practitioner, with us, Key West Surgical Group Incorporated and Med Spa. Exceptional healthcare close to home with Dr. Rhoda Smith, providing that exceptional health care for these many years. 305-294-1041 to start your free consultation. This is Keys Talk 96.9 1025, the talk of the Keys. We return with more Good Morning Keys in a moment.
Get ready to laugh out loud with the Greenhouse Giggles. Brought to you by the Greenhouse Dispensaries of Florida. Monday through Friday, it's a hand-picked lineup of timeless TV comedy that guarantees smiles, chuckles, and full-on giggles. Each episode features legendary performers like Red Skelton, Bob Hope, The Three Stooges, Betty White, George Burns, Milton Berle, Dick Van Dyke, and so many more. So catch the giggles for Greenhouse Giggles, weekdays 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sponsored by the Greenhouse, here on Keys Living TV.
Let's talk trash. I'm Taylor Conrath, and my family's been taking care of your family's trash for years. In fact, we've operated Marathon Garbage Service and kept the Middle Keys clean since my great-grandpa, John Conrath, founded the company in 1950. That's a lot of years talking trash and hauling trash. And these days, we take care of your family's recyclables in addition to commercial and residential waste removal. The Conrath family and our entire team of great employees takes pride in keeping our community clean, from the north end of the 7 Mile Bridge to Craig Key. Now it's my generation of Conraths working together with my grandfather and my dad to continue the tradition and commitment started in 1950 at Marathon Garbage Service. The Conrath family is always there for your family. If you need to talk trash, just call us at 305 305-743-5165. That's 305-743-5165. Or visit us at 4290 Overseas Highway in Marathon and online at marathongarbageservice.com.
Step back in time. Step back into Old Town. Step into Old Town Bakery with fresh baked treats like pastries, cookies, brownies, and fresh breads made every morning. Enjoy hot and cold delicious ground coffee always brewing and handcrafted breakfast and lunch sandwiches made to order on oven fresh breads. And now Old Town Bakery features spinach mushroom feta quiche and ham and cheese quiche, delectable for breakfast or lunch by the slice. Get a whole quiche pie by ordering in-store with 24 hours advance notice. And enjoy new cream-filled croissants with chocolate or vanilla filling and award-winning fresh baked pies, including their key lime pie, voted the best in the Keys. Pick up their unique Old Town Bakery t-shirts for a friend or yourself and give the gift of deliciousness with a gift card available for purchase in-store. And their catering menu is available to make that next event memorable. Old Town Bakery on the corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Stop in or order online. OldTownBakeryKeyWest.com.
Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And it is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. Good morning to you, 8:43 now, Tuesday morning. We're going to say good morning to our friend Joe Johnston. He is with Islamorada Pools, construction, remodeling, repair. Islamorada Pools servicing the entire Florida Keys with, as we mentioned, pool construction, remodeling, and repair, from new pool construction, complete remodels, maintenance, and the like. It is all there. Good morning to you, Joe. You are on the road this morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Keys. It is a beautiful day outside, and I'm on my way to Orlando. I'm picking up some product that we need to work on somebody's pool. I don't want to make them wait a week for delivery, so I'm just going to hustle on up there, grab it, and come on back.
That's amazing.
I'm sitting right now on the expressway, and I realize part of why we love the Keys so much.
Well, yes, there's a good example if you needed a reminder. And as you've said, every homeowner deserves a stress-free experience and results that exceed expectations. So you've taken the stress upon yourself to go up the turnpike, to go all the way to Orlando, to exceed that customer's expectations and make sure that they get exactly what they want. Personalized solutions designed around the needs of the customer, clear communication through every stage of the project, high quality materials, even if it means driving all day into the evening to get them, proven construction methods, projects delivered on time. Another example of that happening right now and within budget, and focus on both aesthetics and long-term durability. And even though the name is Islamorada Pools, you're continuing that legacy of quality and customer focus that the Upper Keys has known so very well, but you have continued to expand throughout the Keys to bring that quality and expertise throughout the Keys. I know you've been doing some projects even down in Key West.
That's true. Yeah, we just wrapped up a Key West. The parts are for a great customer in Little Torch. So, still right around mile marker. What is that? 12?
Little Torch is in my neck of the woods, mile marker 28, 27, thereabouts. Yeah. So lower Keys.
All right.
Yep. And you've been throughout Key West as well. And again, some of the projects really speak for themselves. You can go for IslamoradaPools.com to see some of the different pictures of the beauty. I'm not sure how people actually dream these up, but how often is it that people walk into your showroom in Islamorada, speak to your staff and say, I've got this vision of thus and such, and all of a sudden it becomes, a plan?
Well, let me tell you, Tiffany Williams is a fantastic designer.
Yes.
And one of the things that she does that maybe people don't understand, so it's great to talk about. They have an idea. They want a pool shaped like this or that, and they want this feature or that feature, or maybe they were thinking about something they didn't even know was a feature. Well, Tiffany Williams is such a consummate professional. She is well aware of the options for pools, what works, what will fit legally within the confines of the survey that people have. and she has designed some truly one of a kind swimming pools. We are not a rubber stamp company. We make it how you want it. You know, if you want a regular Roman OG style shaped pool, then you can have that. If you want an organically shaped pool that, you know, has a beach entry on one side, a sun deck on the other side, and a waterfall somewhere in the middle, that's something that we're working on right now. You know, so it's very possible. She has all of the contacts at the city and the counties, so that she knows what is required. What do we need to do to make this be a good and safe swimming pool and something that we can get permitted past the government? And that's all important, you know, to do everything above board. And I'm telling you, Tiffany has made some breathtaking swimming pools, and we're so lucky to have her.
Yeah. Well, again, Joe Johnston is with us. He's with Islamorada Pools. You can find out more at islamorada.pools.com. You can visit with Tiffany and describe your dreams, and she will work to make them a reality. Yes, the relationship she has with permitting and the like, and just the knowledge there is invaluable. The showroom, by the way, 86701 Overseas Highway, Suite 103 in Islamorada, 305-852-3133. And there's some exceptional things that can be done as far as pool remodeling as well. People may have a pool that's it's become outdated, damaged, or inefficient. Yet, even that can become a modern, stylish, fully functional space. Tile replacement to adding a spa, smart automation. There's so many options available.
Yeah, absolutely. We just did an eco finish job in the West, and the customer had a fiberglass pool, and the fiberglass had become all chalky. We've all been to one of those swimming pools, you know, where you touch it and then your hands come away a little bit white and chalky. Well, we have a great way to really refurbish that, you know, and put you know, more years of use on that pool, plus get rid of the chalkiness, have a great feel and some beautiful color options. And the process to do that is about a week for most pools. So, I mean, we are in and out, and, you know, on the weekend, you are enjoying your pool again. And that is eco finish. So it's wonderful, great for the environment, lasts a long time, feels great, looks fantastic.
Yeah, we've talked about again your attention to detail while on the construction site. Even if you're in and out quickly, there's extreme care and respect being paid to the homeowner's property just to make sure that everything is done very professionally and to their satisfaction and beyond. Hardscaping as well, improving functionality and the visual appeal for the coastal conditions. And again, that's also very important. Islamorada Pools understands what these pool environments go through with our extremely demanding environment and climate, and you build respecting those demands as well.
Yeah, we have to. I tell people that do similar things to what we do in other parts of the country, that, you know, in the middle of the country, they don't necessarily have all of the same struggles. I think that when you get up north, up close to Canada, that they have struggles that are different than ours. But down here, the sunshine is brutal. You know, we've got that latitude 24 life going on, and the UV is very serious. So we have to use products that are capable of dealing with that and still giving our customers what they deserve, which is a high quality finish that is going to last for years.
Yes. Joe Johnston with us, Islamorada Pools. You can find out more at islamorada.pools.com or call them to start the conversation, 305-852-3133. A free quote is available to you to find out how you can benefit from creating your dream pool, upgrading, remodeling, whatever it may be. But it really, you know, people put so much into their home already, or even the commercial space, creating that retreat on your property that you so deserve really is, you know, it's the piece to resistance, I think.
I think so, and a lot of our customers do. We have quite a few commercial customers that use us because we put a lasting and attractive product down in our swimming pools and on all of the the concrete decking and sidewalks around different places. They like that because they are getting some guarantee for use, and it looks good, and it passes all of the ANSI requirements that they have to have for slip, texture, size, all of those things that most of us don't really care about.
But they need to, and you take care of it for them. So peace of mind, no doubt about it. So Joe, I know you've got a lot of driving left to do. Anything else though that we should mention before we let you go, sir?
No, it is summertime and mini season is coming.
Yes.
So my Keys people, please be careful. The tourists are on their way.
Yes, they are. Well, thank you. Well, hopefully you'll be off the turnpike by then. Let's hope so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be home. I'll be home before dinner. We're not fooling around. We're getting these parts back to my customer.
Well, you are the best. Thank you so much, Joe, for all that you do, and the entire team at Islamorada Pools at IslamoradaPools.com, and also the showroom in the Upper Keys, 86701 Overseas Highway, Islamorada. Phone them, 305-852-3133. Speak with Tiffany and the entire team about your dreams for your backyard paradise with Islamorada Pools. Thank you, Joe, for being here. Safe travels to you, sir. Hope to see you soon.
Great. We appreciate Keys Talks. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir. You do the same. Take care. Joe Johnson with us, Islamorada Pools, construction, remodel, repair, complete pool services throughout the Keys. And again, you can find them at IslamoradaPools.com online as well. This is Keys Talk, 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. We return with more Good Morning Keys in a moment.
If you're on vacation to relax and have fun, we have an app for that. The Greenhouse carries products that can help you reconnect with your inner child, dance with confidence, reduce stress, and we have others that'll help you relax with a good night's sleep.
Whether you're a cannabis connoisseur or just canna curious, our team of highly trained bud tenders are here to help you reach all your vacation goals.
Just dance your way into one of our many locations and share your goals with one of our highly trained bud tenders. All product recommendations come with a money-back guarantee, no medical card needed. You just have to be 21 or older.
I tried the Greenhouse Guarantee, 100% satisfaction or your money back, and I'm still smiling.
The Greenhouse. We spell it with 3 E's so that you can't say it without smiling. If smiling is your goal today, then type the word green with 3 E's into your browser and find the Greenhouse that's closest to you.
Stop on by and say hi.
We're up and down the Florida Keys and other parts of South Florida.
Good morning, dear. Breakfast almost ready?
In a minute. So did you happen to call someone about spalling repair for the house?
You know what? I knew I forgot something yesterday.
Honey, you know how important spalling repair is, especially here in the Keys. If that spalling damage gets any worse...
Don't worry. I'll call Design Center in Marathon.
When?
Today.
How about now?
Okay, dear. Now.
Design Center, the most efficient spalling contractor in the Keys, providing the fastest results. With over 40 years combined experience in spalling repair and a member of the International Concrete Repair Institute, Design Center can handle the largest jobs to small structures. They also handle quite a number of condominium and county projects. Mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair. Visit DesignCenterFL.com or call 305-735-4042. Design Center, 6677 Overseas Highway Marathon. License number CGC 1523838. Remember, mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair from Design Center.
This is Ollie North for 4-Star Rentals. 4-Star Rentals is the most complete rental store in the Keys. They can provide rental equipment for every do-it-yourself project from your house to your yard. Bobcats, chippers, chainsaws, and tile saws, you name it, they have it. They also deliver throughout the Keys. That's 4-Star Rentals. Model marker 4.5 on Stock Island. These guys are really good. That's 4-Star Rentals. Go see them soon.
Check us out. What Colonel Ollie North says is absolutely true. We're locally owned and operated. We offer a fleet of delivery trucks for fast all-in-one delivery. 4-Star Rentals is the oldest tool rental and party store in the Florida Keys. We make it easy to get that job done for that party or very special event. We're located at mile marker 4.5 in Key West, or just call us and we'll come to you. 4-Star Rentals, 294-7171. That's 294-7171. Remember, Colonel Ollie North never lies.
Historic Pepe's Cafe in Key West, founded in 1909, still does things the old way. Diachronic, if you will. How about fresh squeezed juices? Think how good that margarita or Greyhound will taste. Blue Point oysters shucked to order because oysters work better that way. Fresh breads and outstanding specials in an eatery that opened the same year Ole Evinrude invented the first outboard motor. And get a jump on someone's birthday and check out our retail offerings for some great gift ideas. Pepe's Cafe, Old Town Key West, of course.
Get ready to laugh out loud with the Greenhouse Giggles. Brought to you by the Greenhouse Dispensaries of Florida. Monday through Friday, it's a hand-picked lineup of timeless TV comedy that guarantees smiles, chuckles, and full-on giggles. Each episode features legendary performers like Red Skelton, Bob Hope, The Three Stooges, Betty White, George Burns, Milton Berle, Dick Van Dyke, and so many more. So catch the giggles, the Greenhouse Giggles, weekdays 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sponsored by the Greenhouse, here on Keys Living TV.
This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys, 21st of July. We're going to say good morning to our friend Daniel Samese, President and CEO, Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Michael. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing okay. Thank you. I hope you are the same.
Yep, definitely good. Can't complain. Another beautiful day.
It is. It is.
Florida Keys.
It is hot. It's summertime, but still we've got some visitors coming in. We've got mini season next week. That's going to keep us busy in Marathon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Up and down the Keys, especially here in Marathon, the Middle Keys. We obviously get very busy from it. So I know for locals, it could definitely be inconvenient. But it is a nice thing this time of year to have a real shot in the arm this week, especially, post 4th of July holidays, since that's all wound down now. But yeah, it'll be busy. We'll have a lot of folks here. The town will be full. Everyone will have their tickle sticks and and lobster nets. But yeah, just tell folks, be safe is number one, of course. Be safe out in the water. If you are going out, please abide by all the rules. Look for those dive flags. Go slow. Take your time. And if you can or you want to, just wait till fall season opens in another couple weeks, and you'll have pretty much most of the bay and the ocean to yourself within reason. But yeah, Going to be a busy weekend. It'll be great for all of our businesses, of course. That's who we represent as Marathon Chamber, and so I always love seeing all of them thrive and do well from all the visitors that come in for lobster mini season every year.
Yeah, indeed. Daniel Samese, President and CEO of the Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce. You also serve with Visit Florida Keys and Key West as well, in a couple of different capacities. But again, they have worked very hard to promote mini season, but also promote responsible stewardship of our resources as well. So
absolutely. Yeah, they do. Kara and her team and Ed and everyone just do such a great job. They're just seeing all the innovations they're putting in place, not just the new website, but obviously the AI concierge, as they're calling it, and other great tech solutions, as well as the marketing, advertising, the PR that they are doing is really paying dividends. Most of this entire calendar year so far, Michael, we're up year over year as far as occupancy, average daily rate, and RevPAR, which is great to see, because it's a tougher market out there. Everyone's competing. And that's why those bed tax dollars that visitors pay, not locals, are so important, because it allows our Visit Florida Keys staff to do the great job they're doing, as well as, all the other monies from it that go to capital improvement projects. A stat that they've been purporting a lot that I love sharing with our members, Michael, is that because of all the good work our TDC does, it on average basically subsidizes it's $11,900 per property owner in various taxes that they would be paying if it were not for tourism, and all the jobs, that it creates, the circulation of monies. We're talking hundreds of millions and actually a few $1 billion in economic impacts. And the Visit Florida Keys actually has a really good, 2-page informational sheet, very easy to read, big numbers. It's just there for anyone who wants to access it through the county website. And then there's a TDC page on there under monroecounty.gov. And it shows all that. And I include it in our e-blast a lot as well, Michael. It's important to see that because sometimes, people coming into office, or especially with the interesting stuff going on with the property tax referendum that I'm just going to assume will potentially pass in November. It's going to create some budget shortfalls, as we know, because not everything is covered under it. So sometimes some folks who are seeking office or in office start looking at what they think is low-hanging fruit, and they're just, let's just take some TDC dollars. Well, number one, you can't unless you change state statutes. And number two, are you even trying to analyze the economic impacts on a negative aspect that it will have by taking that money and just putting it to other shortfall areas? That I think will be up to the elected officials to move monies, strategic cuts where needed, and just to lean up, of course. But to just rob Peter to pay Paul on something that gives so much back economically would be, in my eyes, extremely short-sighted and not smart. That's putting it nicely. So we'll see how that goes. But I love to, again, tout, more importantly, the economic impacts and benefits to locals, even if you're not directly related to tourism as far as your business or your job, how it pays dividends to all of us. And, I know traffic's not always fun to deal with, but we do have off seasons again, and that's coming up soon. So you'll be able to make all the left turns you want in another month or so when school gets back.
Right. Daniel Samese, CEO, president of the Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce, always supporting the economy, supporting businesses throughout the Middle Keys. And we have a luncheon today at Courtyard Marriott. And again, members are encouraged to attend or become a member if you are not as well. But that'll happen at noon. Always informative, entertaining, and a great option and opportunity for networking, getting to know other businesses and learn a little bit about a variety of topics as well.
Yeah, that's right, Michael. So today's we're excited for all of them, but today we have our state representative, Jim Mooney, who will be giving us a legislative wrap up of what went down this past legislative session earlier this year up in Tallahassee. Of course, as I mentioned, Jim will talk about the topic du jour, the property tax relief and referendum, that will be coming before voters again in November. Actually, and we are sold out for this luncheon. So unfortunately, we do not have any more room. But as you said, it's just a great another example and opportunity that we provide for our members every month to attend these luncheons, have some camaraderie, network with other members, but also, eat and learn about important topics that affect your business, your livelihood here. And of course, having our state rep is a great way to do that. And so we have some other great luncheon speakers coming up over the next few months as well that I'm really excited about. So definitely stay tuned. And again, just another way we, like you said, try to inform our members.
Well, speaking of informing your members, informing the public as well, the Marathon Chamber of Commerce, in conjunction with the Marathon Weekly, is going to have the candidate forum coming up. It's coming up tomorrow. So you've got a busy week here where we have the candidate forum. All will take place at the Marathon Government Center, second floor, open to the public, starts at 6 o'clock. It'll be broadcast on a variety of TV outlets that are typically available in the Middle Keys. We have a BOCC District 2, Monroe County School Board districts, Mosquito Control Board District 2. All those candidates are expected to be in attendance and, again, collaborating and having communication with the public there, moderated, I believe, by yourself and Jason Kohler.
Yep, exactly, Michael. So Jason and I, again, as we've been doing for many years now, will be co-moderating that. And, the Marathon Chamber and the Keys Weekly have had a great partnership also over the years, putting these forums on almost an annual basis, as long as we have local elections going on. And we really always appreciate utilizing Monroe County's facilities there at the Marathon Government Center in the BOCC room, really because, Michael, of the access it provides to everyone up and down the Keys. Like you said, it's televised on Comcast or Xfinity now, channel 76, AT&T UVerse, channel 99. And again, that's Keys wide. So whether you're living in Key West, Ocean Reef, Key Largo, you could access those channels if you have either one of those platforms. Or if not, if you're just a streamer, that's okay too. You could stream it on MCTV, which is Monroe County TV, through their website. You could stream it live. once it concludes, Jathan, who heads up all the county's audiovisual IT stuff, he's amazing, will load it up onto MCTV, and you could then watch it on demand anytime you want. He will also re-air it on both of those Xfinity and AT&T Uverse channels a couple of times as well, if you're more traditional, onto the regular cable networks for that. So what we love about it, Michael, is it's something that anyone up and down the Keys that's that is voting or has their absentee ballot sitting in front of them, or will vote in person or early vote, could be informed, as you said. So we're going to have both school board races, districts 1 and 5, which is Key West, and then the Key Largo districts for the most part. Then we're going to have the BOCC District 2, as you said, and Mosquito Control District 2 as well. So we're going to cover all those important races. It's primarily a question and answer format. We don't get in too much into raw debates, although the way we have it set up, a little bit of that can happen. But, we like to ask good, tough questions that we solicit from chamber members, trade associations, and of course, our community affairs committee with the chamber and the editorial committee with the weekly. No one has access to the questions, of course, as you know this well, doing them yourself. And yeah, candidates will get a minute to answer everything. And yeah, it's a great way for, again, voters to learn about where candidates stand on important issues that affect our livelihoods and what are their ideas, what are their solutions. In any election, there's always great talking points and finger pointing, but what we like about our forums is we really want to try to get candidates to tell us what are your actual ideas that you're going to try to implement, and how are you going to do that? Because when you're 1 of 5 on any commission or board, you have 1 vote, not 2, not 3, not 4. So you have to work with your constituents. So we're looking forward to it. Tomorrow, like you said, Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Looking forward to it as well. Daniel Samese, CEO, President, Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce, on Good Morning Keys. That promises to be a very productive night. Also promises to be a great luncheon with Jim Mooney today as well. Reach out to FloridaKeysMarathon.com for more about the Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce. So, Daniel, I know you've got a busy day to get to with the luncheon coming up in just a few hours. Anything else we should mention at this time?
Just the last thing I'll leave you with is more of a thank you and a shout out to someone I consider a bit of a mentor, but also most importantly, a friend and a colleague that I've worked with really, really well over the years, and has brought so much, I know, to my Middle Keys community and to the Florida Keys itself. And that's Dr. Guevara with our College of the Florida Keys, who unfortunately was let go in a very interesting way. Definitely not very proud of the way it was done. I try to have respect for boards and folks that have to make tough decisions, of course. And there might be things they know that all of us don't know, but to do it in a manner that was where he was out of town. It was noticed after 5 p.m. on a Friday and held in the Upper Keys versus closer to the headquarters of the college, which is in Key West. It just raises a lot of red flags. Guevara is one of the longest tenured college presidents we've had. He added so much literally to the campuses, to the programs. We have 4-year baccalaureate degrees, which we never had before. We have one of the better nursing 4-year programs and degrees. And you could ask Baptist Health South Florida, if they agree with that, which I think they strongly do, because they pluck and hire our nurses as soon as they graduate from that. They're partnering with our Florida Keys Contractors Association on a new apprenticeship program that Dr. G helped put in place, which we now do vocational scholarships with high school seniors, because we see how important the trades are to the future of the Florida Keys, and for a lot of kids that don't want to do the traditional college route. So Dr. G put that in place, marine science, everything else that he's grown and done over the years. While no leader is perfect, you just have to kind of take a step back and ask why it was done the way it was. And if you had reasons, put it out there and or give him an opportunity to overcome them, versus just flat out using the fact that we didn't get funded, which over 20 other colleges throughout the state have not got funded this year in the past few years by the governor. So I don't think it's just a College of the Florida Keys issue there. So shout out to my friend, Dr. G. Love you. We appreciate all that you did for us, and I'm going to miss you.
Yeah. Thank you for stating that. Yeah, we have been talking about some of that story. We'll continue to cover it over the next few days. that late breaking news from yesterday. And thank you for mentioning that perspective as well, Daniel. So you have a good day, sir. We will see you very soon. Thanks for all that you do as well for our Middle Keys and all of the Florida Keys here. You have a good day, sir.
You as well. Thanks for all that you and your lovely wife do, Michael. You guys be well.
You do the same. Take care. Daniel Samese with us. Yes, sir. CEO, President, Greater Marathon Chamber of Commerce on Good Morning Keys. Time to get to Glenn Beck.